Good day, everybody. I did a video on how to keep pests out of your muscadine vines and your grapevines, and I had a lot of people comment and were interested in how to control snakes, and that is a big concern for people, especially in the spring and the summer when they're out roaming. So what I do is this as a good tip, is I put the bird netting. I lay it down on the ground, as you'll see how I have it. And I put it in front of my structure, all the way around the front. And what that does, if they try to cross that, they'll get tangled up in it. So using that, you want to use it around the whole entire opening of your structure where a snake could get in. Now, I don't have a big problem with snakes. Over the years, I have caught a few this way, but I've never seen one inside my building. I never seen any evidence of it. Method to use. You can also use the other chemicals that you can buy online that control snakes, like Snake Away, and there's a few other liquid products you can spray down that has the clove oil in it and other things that they don't like the smell of or the scents of. You can also use sulfur. It doesn't hurt to use those things. To me, this is more effective though. And if you can drape it over your trees, it'll if they do get in your trees, they'll get caught up in the tree, caught up in that netting. Another thing you want to do is you want to keep your tree, like I got to trim this tree back. And whenever you have a tree that's kind of within, you want to keep your trees at least 4 feet away from your structure, because they can get on top of your roof and get into your building by climbing on top of that tree. So you want to keep your have it at least 4 feet, a minimum of 4 feet away from your building. And you don't want a tree drooping over your building. So that's another way they can get in. I also put them over my strawberry patch. I've got some blackberry bushes, and I also have these asparagus ferns. I'm gonna drape some over those. I hadn't draped them over yet, but anything you think that you want to keep snakes away, you can drape this bird netting over it. It's real light, so it doesn't hurt the plant. Most plants can just grow up and push it up as they grow up without it affecting the plant. But it is a must to use that. I also keep it along the back here. I gotta straighten it back out and put it a little more thicker back here. And also, if you have something they can get under, you can put that bird netting, drape it around that, and also catch them if they try to get up under there. Now, once they get caught in that netting, unless you catch them right when they got caught in there, they're probably gonna be dead, because they die pretty fast once they get caught in that netting. So, and it can be a little bit of a challenge to get them untangled, to get them out of there. But if you get a garden hoe and a shovel handle, you can usually kind of maneuver them out of there. If worse kind of worse, you can just cut them out of there with some scissors. Another thing I do is I take little pieces of the netting and I push it in my brick weep holes, or any hole that they can get into. It also cuts down on lizards and mice and anything getting into your building. Put it under the cracks and crevices of my garage doors, as you'll see. And you can also use steel wool in those little areas. Now, this stuff can be annoying. You can get tangled up in it yourself. And I do have to, when I cut my grass, I have to pull it up so I can cut my grass and put it back. But this hadn't been too difficult to maneuver, and to me, it's well worth it. It just gives me a little bit of a safety net to know that if anything creepy crawly been snooping around while I've been gone, it'll catch them, or I'll see evidence of it. But anyway, I just thought I'd pass that tip along, because I have a lot of people that I know of that always ask about snakes, and to me, that is the best thing I've known and seen to combat against them. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.